Someday, when we get outside again, I'm going to.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the biggest tearjerker moments from the old Hollywood era.
Bambi, quick! The thicket!
Number 10, Vicky's monologue, A Star Is Born.
You don't know what it's like to watch somebody you love just crumble away bit by bit and day by day in front of your eyes and stand there helpless.
Some of the greatest actresses of their generation have played the leading role in A Star Is Born, the rags-to-riches melodrama about the perils of fame. Judy Garland's incredible dressing room monologue about her husband's alcohol use might just be the most devastating moment in any of the remakes.
Love isn't enough. I thought it was. I thought I was the answer for Norman. But love isn't enough for him.
Anyone who's watched a loved one go through similar experiences knows exactly the kind of heartbreak she's expressing. It's doubly sad when you know the tragic meta-narrative of Garland herself, who had substance use disorder for most of her career.
He does try. But I hate him for failing. I hate me too. I hate me because I failed too.
It's a simple scene, but it's a testament to her abilities as a dramatic actor. Number 9, Wilma refuses to leave Homer, The Best Years of Our Lives. This homecoming drama captivated American audiences who were, at the time, dealing with emotional and physical trauma of World War II.
You don't know what it'd be like to have to live with me, to have to face this every day, every night.
First-time actor and real-life veteran Harold Russell played a returning hero who lost his hands in the war, a real-life injury that Russell sustained in a training accident. Homer fears that his childhood sweetheart Wilma will no longer want to marry him.
I want you to be free, Wilma, to live your own life. I don't want you tied down forever just because you've got a kind heart.
However, in one of the movie's most profound and heart-tugging scenes, Wilma shows Homer she's more than ready to be his partner in all things. It's a quiet moment, but so touching.
It's all right. Go on home. Go away like your family said.
I know what to say, Homer. I love you, and I'm never going to leave you. Never.
Number 8, Last Meeting, Brief Encounter.
I love you with all my heart and soul.
I want to die. If only I could die.
If you died, you'd forget me. I want to be remembered.
In David Lean's romantic drama about two people from different worlds who are constantly being pulled apart, not even their farewell is a private moment. As the married lovers try to say goodbye, their last moments together are interrupted by a casual acquaintance. They can do nothing more than exchange a few pleasantries as if they hardly know each other.
I felt the touch of his hand on my shoulder for a moment. And then he walked away. Away out of my life forever.
Laura's devastating inner thoughts grow more dangerous as she realizes her lover is about to disappear forever. Just as she's on the verge of a desperate act, she decides to return to her husband.
I should like to be able to say that it was the thought of you and the children that prevented me, but it wasn't. I had no thoughts at all. Only an overwhelming desire not to feel anything ever again. Not to be unhappy anymore.
The way the movie teases the characters with a passionate goodbye, only to rob them and us of it in the last scene, makes for a deeply poignant cap to their brief love affair.
You've been a long way away. Thank you for coming back to me.
Number 7, Annie's funeral, Imitation of Life.
I won't listen. There isn't going to be any funeral. Not for a long, long time. You can't leave me. I won't let you.
Douglas Sirk's classic melodrama hits an emotional crescendo at the funeral of Annie Johnson, a black housekeeper whose selflessness and love for her daughter verges on saintly. The scene turns the drama up to 10 as the tearful Laura and the crowd listen to Mahalia Jackson's soaring gospel vocals. But it's the climax of the moment that really gets the tears flowing. Sarah Jane, Annie's fair-skinned daughter, who rejected her own heritage, throws herself against the casket and begs her dead mother's forgiveness.
Stand back.
But it's my mother.
Stand back.
I'm telling you, it's my mother.
Losing a parent is sad enough, but that so much remains unspoken between the two is the real tragedy.
I wanted to come home now. You never know how much I wanted it. Come with us.
Number 6, The Richest Man in Town. It's a Wonderful Life.
Show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope, right? Show me the way. Oh, God.
Although widely remembered as a feel-good Christmas movie, It's a Wonderful Life is based on some pretty heavy themes. George Bailey's encounter with Clarence the Angel comes about after a ruinous series of events leads George to consider ending it all.
I'm worth more dead than alive.
Now look, you mustn't talk like that. I won't get my wings with that attitude. You just don't know all that you've done.
In the end, though, all the personal sacrifices he's made throughout his life are repaid, as the entire town comes together to pay off his debts. It may be a happy ending, but what it takes to get there is enough to take out a whole box of tissues.
A toast to my big brother George, the richest man in town.
Number 5, Stella's Sacrifice. Stella Dallas.
You too, lady.
Oh, please, let me see her face when he kisses her, please.
There's nothing quite like a mother's love. In this 1937 classic, Barbara Stanwyck plays Stella Dallas, a working-class woman who goes without so that her daughter has a chance at a respectable life. But when Stella's own humble background turns out to be the biggest hurdle to that goal, she decides the best thing to do is to leave her daughter's life forever.
I've thought it all out. It'll be better to just let her come for the visit like always, and by that time it'll all be over. The divorce, I mean, and you can break it to her.
If you don't weep along with Stella in those final moments as she secretly watches her daughter's wedding from outside in the pouring rain, you have no heart.
All right, folks, you've seen enough. Come on. Move along, please. Now, come on, clear the sidewalk.
Number 4, The Discovery, The Diary of Anne Frank.
For the past 2 years we have lived in fear. Now we can live in hope.
The legendary story of Anne Frank and her family hiding from Nazi soldiers during the Holocaust was adapted for the screen in 1959. Watching as the Franks and their neighbours hear the approaching siren and resign themselves to their fate is a stunning and deeply upsetting moment. The entire cast is frozen in a hopeless tableau as the German officers break down the door. Despite their circumstances, Anne's almost naive optimism and humanity is what lingers as the movie ends.
In spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart.
She puts me to shame.
Talk about a gut punch. Number 3, The Flower Girl, City Lights. Charlie Chaplin took his little tramp character to new emotional depths with his late-period silent film. In City Lights, the dusty and dishevelled Chaplin character befriends a blind girl selling flowers. After securing the money for surgery to restore her sight, the tramp is wrongfully imprisoned before the flower girl can learn who her mysterious patron is. It's only months later, when she recognises the touch of his hand, that she sees and knows him for the first time. Their overwhelming gratitude, hers for his generosity and his for her acceptance, is absolutely beautiful, and not a single word is spoken. Number 2, Taking the Dog Out Back, Old Yeller.
What's the matter, boy? Come on, it's time to eat.
If you've never read the book or seen the movie, you know about Old Yeller. It's a classic coming-of-age story about a boy and his dog, but it's the movie's final scenes, which find young Travis Coates realizing his beloved canine is rabid and must be put down, that everyone remembers.
He's suffering. You know we've got to do it.
I know, Mama. He was my dog. I'll do it.
It's not just the death of the dog that's so painful, but also the teary-eyed Travis's realization that he should be the one to put him out of his misery. It only makes the story's lessons about maturity and responsibility hit that much harder.
It's not a thing you can forget. Maybe not even a thing you want to forget.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Kay's Despair, Stage Door. This showbiz comedy takes a turn when a young, struggling actress makes her final exit. The Butterfly, All Quiet on the Western Front. A battle-scarred young soldier reaches out for a butterfly while a sniper lies in wait. Tony's Last Moments, West Side Story. Maria comforts Tony after he is gunned down by a rival gang.
Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there.
Saying goodbye, The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy prepares to leave Oz and her newfound friends behind.
I think I'll miss you most of all.
The Nearest Thing to Heaven, An Affair to Remember. Cary Grant and Deborah Kerr share a tender final moment in this romance classic.
It was nobody's fault but my own. I was looking up. Who was the nearest thing to heaven? You were there.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Bambi's Mum, Bambi.
We made it! We made it, Mother! Mother!
The best children's stories are the ones that teach young audiences how to endure hardships in life. Disney has a knack for teaching us all about the loss of a parent, or both. It doesn't help that in the classic Bambi movie, Walt Disney's talented artists went out of their way to make the animated deer look incredibly cute. In an iconic scene that we all know and dread, a hunter descends on the forest where Bambi and his mother live, and they make a run for safety. We never see Bambi's mother again, although we know what happens after we hear a gunshot and see Bambi running solo on screen. It's easily the most heartbreaking moment in any classic movie.
Your mother can't be with you anymore.
If these tearful classic Hollywood moments didn't bring back all the feels, tell us which ones do. Let us know in the comments below.
Oh, don't cry. You'll rust so dreadfully.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.